Do you accept that the council got its response wrong?
Yes, I absolutely accept it. I apologise, and I apologise unreservedly. No buts, no ifs, no, we're very sorry.
But you had been on the council, as I say, since 2006. You had been on the cabinet since 2013.
Yes.
For the last 4 years. You were part of what had been in place.
Yes. And
do you accept then that you were part of what had gone wrong in the build-up to the fire?
I accept total collective responsibility for being part of that cabinet.
How many people have been properly housed who are looking for housing since the fire? How many people?
Everybody who was a survivor or in the walks, everybody has been offered accommodation.
How many have taken?
17 have taken it, but it's not quite as simple as it seems. For example, there are families with children missing. There are people really in abject despair. They're sometimes not in the position to say, what type of house would you like and where would you like to live?
So are you guaranteeing that everybody will get housing that they accept, that they're happy with in the area where they need to live? Are you guaranteeing that?
I can't guarantee that because we're an overcrowded London borough, like every other borough in London. We will offer as much accommodation as close to the site as we possibly can.
But you do have a lot of money in your borough, 274 million I think in your reserves. You could use a lot of that money to buy property that is in the area. Are you considering doing that?
Yeah, we're certainly considering doing that. We have to accept that we have saved money for an emergency, and if this isn't an emergency, I don't know what is. And secondly though, at the same time we have to realise that we may have huge liabilities, so there's a balance.
How many times had you been into Grenfell Tower before the fire?
I hadn't been into Grenfell Tower before the fire, but I
Had you been into any of the high-rise blocks there? Had you been into any of them?
I have been head of Family and Children's Services, which is responsible for all children's social work, education, youth offending, etc. So I have visited many families in many different properties.
But in those high-rise towers? Had you ever been into any of them?
Do you think it makes a difference whether or not if you're a family with really difficult circumstances where you're in a high-rise tower or you're in another block? We have 20,000 families in the borough in social housing, and I've visited a huge amount of them, but whether you're telling me, have I been to the 18th floor of one particular high-rise block? No.
No, I was asking if you've been into any of the high-rise blocks.
Visiting families or visiting high-rise blocks?
Going into those high-rise housing blocks.
Probably not off the top of my head. No, not in high-rise blocks.